First, we have Ash Echoes. This one is a really good hidden gem because if you are into real-time tactics with a side of elemental chaos, I think this is pretty good for itself. The moment-to-moment gameplay feels so good with elemental combos exploding left and right, and character builds that really matters in this game. Combat animation in this game looks fantastic. Surprisingly, the music in this game is so good, and the strategic depth is way more than I expected. Now, my biggest gripe, the prologue storyline was confusing enough that I nearly dropped it early. It just felt disjointed until I powered through the initial chapters. But once you are past that initial start, things come together nicely. Generous pull rates help a ton in this game, making it easy to build strong teams without losing your mind and your money. Yeah, this game is really free-to-play friendly, by the way, so go and give this game a try, and I will definitely guarantee that you will enjoy the game.
いつでもご加盟
Number 9, we have Dragon Air Silent Gods. This one is really unique and it is quite underrated because if you like Baldur's Gate 3 or Divinity Origin, Divinity Origin, I don't know the name, man, it's been so long, right? And D&D style mechanics, I think this is for you because this one mixes dice rolls, RPG combat, and open world exploration surprisingly well. Rolling dice to decide the fate of your characters is quirky and addictive. This is the D&D mechanics that I'm talking about. And the world itself feels alive, with hidden secrets everywhere. Combat is surprisingly deep, although yeah, if you are over leveled, you can mostly auto everything. But you have this dice rolls RNG system, so things can get pretty unpredictable. So yeah, try it out yourself. But it's not all fun and games, right? The downside is the optimization. It stutters a lot on older phones like mine, especially in busy hub areas because the graphics in this game is absolutely top notch. If you played on PC, man, you will be awed by the graphics itself because it looks like a AAA game. Also, RNG sometimes feels downright unfair, making me like I want to smash my phone or my PC screen monitor. But my PC is gorgeous, so I will not do that. But like I said, the good parts of this game are the exploration, combat depth, and character customizations. They are also good, and I think this one is definitely worth your time. And of course, worth playing.
Impossible. Look. It's all those sounds.
Echocalypse, I don't know how to pronounce. Echocalypse, probably. That's probably the better one, right? So this game is one of those sleeper hits that grab me with its post-apocalyptic settings, stunning artwork, and a great lineup of kimono-style characters. Events are super generous in this game that I never felt forced to spend cash, and character development is genuinely enjoyable in this game. Honestly, half of the fun is just staring at the characters I got. They nailed the artwork and the waifu collector vibe in this game, so beautifully done. But holy hell, man, the UI in this game and the shop screens look like a maze designed to confuse whales into dropping cash. There is also a noticeable lack of varied endgame content, leaving me wanting more once I max out my favorite units. Still though, for casual players and visuals alone, this game is worth checking out, and I definitely guarantee that you will enjoy this game too. Grand Summoners, yes, this one is an old school nostalgia goodness with pixel art that just screams, play it. Yeah, play the shit out of me. Alright, so in this game, battles are quite explosive. There is co-op multiplayer raids, and the co-op multiplayer raids are insanely fun, and collaboration events constantly introducing iconic anime characters. And because of this, it is keeping the hype for this game. It is super generous with freebies, especially when events hit, so pulling strong units never feels impossible. However, banners are coming way too fast lately, tempting me to buy this, buy that, and buy this, especially if you have that FOMO mentality. Please don't buy it if you have that. Be responsible with your gacha pulls. And in this game, the power creep, holy shit, it is very real. That's how you say it, right, nowadays. Real, for real. And making older units obsolete way faster than I would prefer. But if you like those big flashy battles and classic JRPG feels, this one is definitely worth trying because the pros of this game definitely outweigh the cons in this game. So yeah, go and give this game a try again because this game is still alive, the community is still insanely cool, and people play this game. So might as well enjoy it right about now before it's shut down. Hopefully it will not though. Hopefully. Next is Sword of Convalaria. Yes, I know in my previous videos, Sword of Convalaria is in the list too because I think Sword of Convalaria is probably the best hidden gems and underrated games there is. And it is on Steam too, so you can just play the game and you don't have to get this launcher and a bit of hassle going through their website just to download it. Yes, it is on Steam. So SOC hits the tactics RPG sweet spot, I guarantee, man. It's basically Fire Emblem mixed with Final Fantasy Tactics. Battles feel tactical and meaningful. Terrain in this game actually matters because you can knock people off the map, or you can attack barrels to explode them, and then it will, you know, have this surrounding AoE damage and big damage, not to mention. So yeah, terrain does actually matters in this game. There's a lot of gimmicks in the map. It is quite tactical, guys. It will feel that you are playing a real tactical RPG, so it's pretty cool. The problem in this game is early access bugs. Sometimes the game straight up crashes mid-battle, and yeah, it is quite frustrating. Losing that kind of progress, and the story pacing can be uneven, with chapters either feeling too short or dragging on too long. And of course, there is a rogue-like mechanic in this game, you know, like the time traveling aspects in the story. So if you want to unlock everything, you gotta replay all the story again and again and again to unlock that timeline. So that is quite a bit of a downside in my opinion. But nonetheless, this is a solid game and it has that retro charm, and it really does outweigh all the cons in this game because this game is really good though. For a free-to-play game that is aiming to be this tactical with Final Fantasy Tactics and Fire Emblem mixed with Fire Emblem, this one does the job right. Next is Silver and Blood. Yes, bro, I thought this game was not an underrated or a hidden gem or whatever it is. I thought this game was super popular because before it released, everyone was talking about this game. You know, Silver and Blood is coming, blah blah blah, Silver and Blood, this and that. So I thought to myself that this game is popular, but apparently it's not. But damn, because when I played the game myself, when I tried myself, this game is good. Because the gothic theme, oh my god, the characters are all looking so badass. The vibe and the art are top notch. It's easy on the eyes, and the casual idle rewards. I mean, I can chill while still feeling progression. It's basically the same as Nikkei. If you played Nikkei before, even if you're offline, you can still get rewards for just being offline. It's like an idle gacha game. And it is super free to play friendly, especially for a dude who has many jobs. This game is quite nice. That being said though, there's a bit of critic in my opinion, at least. The gameplay can be a bit repetitive. I basically auto everything in this game because it doesn't feel like I want to play the game. I just feel like I want to enjoy the artwork, the visuals in this game, and I just want to relax and see, because this game is just, like I said, easy on the eyes and such an eye candy, you know? Also, some of the stages feel copy-pasted after playing for a while, and the shop menus constantly scream at me to open up my wallet. It's definitely one of those, you know, log in daily and chill type of games rather than a deep dive. If you are busy and want something like, you know, very good visuals, you know, a very eye candy gacha game, and yeah, I think this one will do it for you. Next is Last Claudia. Ah man, Last Claudia is so similar to Grand Summoner. I don't know, man. It feels so nostalgic playing this game. It feels like an old school Final Fantasy with modern gacha, you know. Beautiful pixel art style, flashy skills, and a really good damn soundtrack. That has this cool mechanic, the arc system, that can turn even your lamest heroes into an absolute beast, making team building feel so good and rewarding in this game. but the story pacing drags a bit too long in my opinion. You gotta push through overly long dialogues just to hit the next big moment, and honestly, it did test my patience. I mean, it's alright, because once you are in the gameplay loop, pulling off these crazy skill combos, it is super rewarding, it is super satisfying, and the generous freebies keep me coming back. Yeah, if you just log in or just made an account in this game, man, the freebies in this game is absolutely top tier. Oh, I forgot to mention that this game is also on Steam, so give this game a try. The PC port is not the best, but it does do the job if you want to play it on PC.
Equipping arc items allows you to tailor the battle style that best suits you. Summoning beasts further heats up the battle to the maximum hard.
Number 3, we have Grain Chase. This is definitely one of my favorite games in this list because I don't know why I played this on and off, but I just keep on coming back. Maybe it's just the nostalgia, man. But honestly, man, this game is genuinely fun. Character designs are top notch, they are sharp, new classes drop regularly, all the new patches, even though they are not doing that well, but they are still making an effort to pull back players into this game because I can see that. They are pushing new content, again, new classes, new characters every freaking month. So yeah, it is so good. And the co-op battles with friends feels so satisfying and chaotic in the best way possible. Landing huge combo change feels amazing, and the devs are keeping the community hype with all the frequent updates. And I gotta say, man, if you like King's Raid, I think you will like this because it does feel a bit similar to King's Raid with all the real-time action, right? And then you time your combos with all the SPs and whatnot. So I think this one will hit the right spot if you miss King's Raid. But it's okay, King's Raid is gonna come. It is on Steam, by the way, if you haven't watched my news. But let's go back to Grain Chase. But the downside in this game is that the power creep. The power creep is, holy shit, it's so bad, right? It is so bad. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. Because some of the older units are just sitting there useless unless they get a massive buffs. And you will know because one of my favorite characters, I think it's Alasis, right? Alasis is one of my favorite characters of all time in this game. And man, that girl is being nerfed to death. But I don't know about now though, because I haven't played in a while. Like me, I haven't played in like a month or so. And Last is being nerfed down. It's so sad. But still, the game is good for casual players. You might struggle a bit, but they give you a lot of freebies. So if you know how to pick, you know how to play the game, I think all of these, all of these downside, the power creep and whatnot, it doesn't really matter because you will just mow down every content in this game. And the PvP is fun too, man. And I'm speaking this as a free-to-play player. So download this game and give this game a try. Alright, in number 2, one of the most recent gacha game that is going to be released on Steam, Mecharashi. Mecharashi is a sci-fi mech, mech stuff. It is a tactical RPG, same as like this Gaia, Sword of Convalaria, SD Gundam G Generation Eternal. So this game is a tactical RPG, but it's really cool though because in Mecharashi you can actually aim what you want to hit. For example, if you have a sniper on your team and you want to attack, you can manually aim the parts that you want to attack. Maybe if you attack the left arm of your enemy, and if your enemy is wielding a gun, they will not be able to hit you with a gun anymore. So I think that is a pretty cool gimmick. But let's be real, most of you guys that plays gacha games, you guys are gonna auto it, most of the time, right? It doesn't really matter actually, but it is a nice gimmick, it is a nice system, and it is quite innovative in a tactical gacha game. But some things that I don't like about this game is the stamina system, man. The stamina system in this game is horrible. It's basically saying that you have to wait or pay to play more. And the gear grind can be more frustrating than fun if luck isn't on your side. So that's my only problem with this game. But all in all, if you like mechs and stuff, I think this one is probably worth your time. And it is launching on 31st of July 2025. So yeah, I made this video before 31st July, and yeah, I played the beta test before, so I know what I'm talking about.
Valkyrie, talk about tough.
Want a ticket out of this mess?
Alright, so my top pick is obviously Moriman's. Moriman is honestly a weirdly addictive surprise, man. The dark, creepy library vibes totally making me want to play this game all over again. Because this game reminds me a lot of Slave of the Spire, and this game is also a roguelike game. And I like my roguelike games, man. So the gameplay in this game, think of it like this. Think of it like a card battles, but with some heavy gothic horror juice. Gameplay is so rewarding that it will make you want to play more and more. And this game doesn't have autoplay, so you gotta play it manually. I freaking love how each card feels important in this game. And every fight is like piecing together, you know, these puzzles just to survive one battle. It's so good. And remember, this game is a roguelike game, so if you die, you restart all over again. And since this is a roguelike game, once you go into a dungeon, you may just mow down everything, and the next time you go into a dungeon, you will just die immediately, because yeah, it's that fun. But with all that goodness, the only complaint that I have in this game is probably the translation quality, because sometimes it feels like it was running through a Google translator. But they did say that the English sub is from machine learning, so I mean, kudos to them for being honest, right? And some of the gacha raids, the gacha raids can feel a bit rough than most games. Mind you that this game is a very free-to-play friendly game, because if you get the character, you can basically mow down with everything that you have. With any character, by the way. So with any character, you can make that character insanely powerful, even though it is not a top tier like the 5-star characters. So I guess give this game a try, because I know you will like it, because this game is challenging as hell. It is how a game should be, even though if it is a gacha game. And man, this top quality gameplay, you gotta pay for gameplay like this. But this game, no. It's free to play and it is on Steam. So go and try it out, download it, play it, go right now.